Jodi, this feels like a big deal. So this is basically a Bloomberg scoop, but we understand that, the special counsel has had so much pressure on either finding something or closing it down that we should find out the fate of this in the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, so there's talk that this could come very soon. It could come right after the midterm elections, which are less than a month away, according to the people familiar Bloomberg spoke with. And as you note, there really is intensifying pressure on Robert Mueller and his investigators to come up with something big. They've had indictments, but they haven't kind of been the big dramatic kind of headline indictments, or to shut it down. And of course, President Trump has been very critical of the probe, calling it a witch hunt. So there is a great deal of pressure to produce something, and it's in one of two areas that we think that there may be some indictments, or that they may be closing in on indictments in one or two areas.
Yeah, so Jodi, what are the two areas? Because there's multiple investigations, there's multiple things that he's actually looking at, but we understand there are two specific things that he may be closing in on.
That's right. One would be pretty dramatic, as you say. One would be on the issue of whether the Russian officials colluded with U.S. officials or candidates, and in this case, obviously, the Trump campaign, to interfere in the 2016 election. The other would be obstruction of justice, whether President Trump or any member of his campaign at the time did anything to obstruct the inquiry. So either of those or both of those certainly would be very big headline kinds of things, and any indictments related to those would, of course, be much more dramatic than we've seen certainly recently with the Mueller investigation.
But, Jodi, what do we understand about the findings? Will they be made public or not necessarily?
Not necessarily. So that's interesting. We may, this may happen and we may not exactly know, or we wouldn't necessarily know right away. And there's also the issue, too, of after the election, after the midterm election, which is coming up, in less than a month now, President Trump has made clear that he's not particularly happy with his Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, or the acting FBI director and the acting Justice Department head. So that at that point, if they were to be fired, it really leaves a question as where the investigation would go. So all this could get pretty interesting and somewhat muddied after the midterm election.